Breaking news at 4. A Baltimore police officer shot and injured while responding to a call in northwest Baltimore. The suspect killed by police. This all happened at a home in the 6200 block of Park Heights Avenue. That home is near the Agudath Israel of Baltimore Synagogue. Thanks for joining us for WJZ News at 4. I'm Denise Koch.
And I'm Rick Ritter. At this hour, we know that officer is recovering at shock trauma. We have live team coverage of this breaking news. Casey Baylor with reaction from community members this afternoon.
But first, let's check in with Ashley Paul. She's live at shock trauma downtown Baltimore with the latest on the officer. Ashley.
Yeah, Denise. Hey, Rick. Well, all things considered, we're told that that officer is doing okay, that he's stable, he's alert, and he's in good spirits. But this incident could have been much worse. Now, a large part of Park Heights Avenue was closed this afternoon as dozens of police, SWAT, and EMTs lined the streets during what ended up being a standoff. Baltimore Police Commissioner Richard Worley says that as soon as officers arrived at the home for a burglary call, they were immediately met with gunfire. That's when the officer was hit in the leg, and another female victim in the home jumped out a window to escape. Dr. Thomas Scalia at Shock Trauma says if it weren't for the quick thinking of police at the scene, the officer who was shot could be in a much different situation right now.
Around 12:30, we admitted a Baltimore City police officer with a gunshot wound to the leg. Kudos to his buddy for having the wherewithal to put a tourniquet on him at the scene. I'm happy to say he's awake. He's stable and currently undergoing evaluation.
Now, the suspect was killed by a member of the SWAT team while holding another woman hostage. We'll have more on the incident and hear from Police Commissioner Richard Worley coming up on WJZ News at 5. But for now, reporting live on your corner at Shock Trauma, I'm Ashley Paul, WJZ.
Yeah, such scary moments. Ashley, thank you. We want to check in now with Casey Baylor on your corner in Park Heights, where all of this unfolded today. Casey, you had a chance to speak with some people in that community. What are they saying this afternoon?
Rick, we spoke to a man who's still a bit shaken up by what he saw earlier this afternoon. I wanted you to take a look behind me. You can see the mobile command unit still in place on Park Heights Avenue, as well as crime scene tape. We're about a block away from the actual scene. But this man told me he watched as officers ran towards a home on Park Heights Avenue, and that seemed to be the center of this investigation as police continue to reveal the moments leading up to that shooting.
I see a cop walking down the street with his guns drawn like you see in the movies.
Nehemiah Rich says he saw police officers flying down Park Heights Avenue Tuesday.
My adrenaline starts pumping. I said, I'm going to follow the cops.
Rich followed them to Pinckney Road, where he ran into a synagogue to see what happened. He says he heard shouting, and that's when he picked up his phone and started recording. Rich then captured several Baltimore and SWAT officers heading towards a home with shields and hiding behind trees.
I was videoing, and I heard a shotgun shot, and I dropped my phone. It's so loud and terrifying.
Rich even watched as they walked a person out of a home. He says this is something he's never experienced in this neighborhood.
I have a family member who lives down Pinckney, actually on the end of the street. It's in a pretty quiet residential neighborhood. There's a synagogue here. There's a synagogue on that corner as well. So we live right around here, and to have this kind of action, as they call it, right at home is pretty scary.
Now, Rich says violence rarely happens on this end of Park Heights Avenue, and right now he's concerned if there could be another situation like this happening again in this neighborhood. Reporting live on your corner in Northwest Baltimore, I'm Casey Baylor for WJZ.
Thank you, Casey and Ashley. And as we follow this breaking news story, get the CBS News app. You'll get breaking news alerts sent right to your phone. You can also stay with us here on WJZ and streaming at CBS News Baltimore.
Scary